Hey there, Tamir from Fibonacci-Traders.com here with the midday market review. Hi, if you're here, say hi, don't be shy. Hi, Offer, thank you very much for taking the time and joining me for this midday market review. How was your day so far? Let's wait for more people to join us. Maybe 12 p.m. Eastern Time, 12 a.m. China time. So we are here in the future. And let's see the futures. If you're talking about the futures, let's see the futures. Hi Mo, hi Nancy. Thank you very much for joining. We have here the 4 hours futures. As we can see in the past, 3 candles, 4467 is holding as support, 4481 is the resistance. On the 15 minutes futures, we have a broadening formation. Now we can take Fibonacci, swing low, swing high, and let's see where price might be heading next. Closing above. Next, this candle will close above the 4472, and we are heading towards the 4476. Failing to do so, and this trend line to the downside will get retested once again. As we know, dojis are the most significant signals for trend reversals. And the SPY 65 minutes, why 65? Because 6 candles of 65 minutes gives us a full candle of a day. Now, started with a gap up. They started with a gap up, went down all the way to the 446, 447, and now past our doji. And for now, we are inside candle doji. 447 is holding below it, 65 minutes closing below the 447, and we are heading towards the opening gap at the 44570 area. Let's mark it so it will be much clearer for us. Span the 15 minutes, went all the way up to this trend line. We have trend line that helps us to identify the higher highs. First 15 minutes of the day went all the way up, got rejected, and now 44686 is holding below it. As we said on the 65 minutes, we are heading towards this gap to the downside. QQQ, nothing much, went up towards the 618 Fibonacci retracement, got rejected, and now we have an inside candle inside 65. Previous candle was also an inside, so we have inside candles on the 65, on the SPY, and on the Qs. It means that the market is an indecision state. So if the market cannot decide, we surely cannot decide. This trend line is not relevant anymore. QQQ went towards the 376 at the first 15 minutes. Since then, moving sideways between the 373.50 and the 374.80. Long continuation above towards the 376. Short below the 373.54 towards the opening gap. And of course, everything you see in here is for educational purposes only. We took long in the premium room. We took long on shop. This candle, once this candle broke above the 63.70, we took long. Now, moving sideways, we are waiting for long continuation above this area, the 64, towards this purple trend line, and we manage our risk according to the levels to the downside. Let's see, what else do we have? Apple, on the intradays, nothing much. We have swing low, swing high. It's not a swing, it's because it's intradays, but low to high, went all the way back to this Fibonacci level, now bouncing between the 177 and 63 to the 178.75. Long continuation above this one towards 180. Short continuation below 177.63 towards the 176, and we still have an opening gap over here and over here. What else do we have interesting on the intraday? Nothing much. We have Meta moving sideways, Tesla continuing to the upside. Now, let's take Fibonacci once again. This area, the 260 from resistance, now becomes support. We can take Fibonacci, swing low, swing high for the intradays. Long continuation above 272.40 towards 279.80. Let's see where Tesla will end up this day. If we take a look on the daily chart. Hi Leah, hi Arik, hi Ran, hi Shavit, hi Tovi. Thank you very much for joining. Tesla broke above this triangle. 261.63 is holding a support. Next resistance 276.80. Above this one, we are heading towards the gap at the 290. But we also have this morning's gap at the 256.70. And this trend line needs to get retested as support. So don't chase. Let's see where Tesla will end up this day. And let's see how tomorrow will go for her. If you're not long yet on Tesla, don't chase. Wait till the end of this day. What else do we have? Let's check once again. SPY. Nothing much. Moving sideways. So, for now, nothing much interesting. We had an interesting opening, but since then, nothing much. Apple on the daily went up. Have this gap at the 181. Needs to get filled. 177.20 is holding. Nvidia, continuation towards this gap at the 436. This is why I always say, once you see a gap, whether it's to the downside or to the upside, you must embrace that this gap will get filled. And we also have this trend line over here. So I will not be surprised to see Nvidia, closing this gap, touching the 424 together with this purple trend line. And then bulls might gain power, regain their power for the next leg up. Till then, no long on Nvidia. AMD, you know this trend line. Once again, this trend line for now is holding the lows of the day, breaking below, closing below it, and 99 together with this red trend line to the downside. Our next support in line. No long on AMD. Overall, we have retracement on all semiconductors. And you know this trend line. Once again, SOXX went all the way down. Now, this area, the 485 together with this trend line, needs to hold the support. Otherwise, 472. Let's check XLE. What's going on with XLE? Bearish candle to the downside, but overall XLE is still in an uptrend since June of 2023. We have a gap over here at 89.46. This gap will get filled. We can take Fibonacci, swing low, swing high, and not surprising, this gap is at the 50% retracement area. We had uptrend. Now let's see this gap together with this trend line, this gap getting filled, bounce of this trend line, same as we had here, here, and here. So if you're not long yet on XLE, I would wait for some bounce. And here we are, US 500 is bouncing off the trend line. Let's see, on the 4-hour, we need a 4-hour close above the 44.81, and then we are heading towards 44.94, and then 4,500, the 4,500. Let's see. For now, sideways move, inside candle, doji, and inside candle. indecision in the market. Market cannot decide. We surely cannot decide. If you missed top stocks to watch, we have AGL. First, check my top stocks to watch video with proper technical analysis for swing trading. We have AGL, double bottom. We have arch. We are waiting for a close above 142.60. We have DKNG. We are waiting for a close above 32.30. We have a FTNT, which we took at the 60.50. Now, not surprising, doji of the 50% retracement. We have the morning gap to the downside. So some kind of a pullback after this run, very nice run, will not be surprised. Quite the opposite. We need some pullback towards the 63 for the next leg up. Intel, few days back, broke above the 37. Now, 2 consecutive dojis. This 37 needs to hold. Long continuation above 38.50. STNE, short idea. Multi-top off the 14.20. Below 11.11, we are going short. ZS breaking above the 163. I want to see how this is going throughout the day. If this day is going to close above it, Fibonacci traders, we will take long, managing our risk according to Fibonacci levels and ATR. SNPS, we are still waiting for a close above this red line, the 466, 467. PayX, we are waiting. Short below 119, long above this downtrend channel. UHS, another double bottom scenario. I'm waiting. Fibonacci traders, we are waiting for a close above 134. SWH, another interesting name. We are waiting for a break and a close above this purple trend line. Prefer above the 277. So if you want more in-depth technical analysis on these names, check my top stocks to watch video every Sunday. So, how are you? How was your day? What's on your watch list for this week? What did I miss in the chat? Can you please check SYM? SYM broke below a very important level of support. Broke below. Now going to the downside towards next support will be the 32.72. Below it 28.40. So a very nice, very interesting short idea. Our stop should be, we can take above 36.90 together with the ATR over here. If you don't know how to use the ATR properly, no worries. Fibonacci Traders Academy, 25 videos on how to become a better trader, technical side, and the psychology behind trading. Have one specific video on ATR, how to use it properly. Hi Dan, hi. Hi Tovi, hi Aslan. CVNA nice on the weekly, also cup and handle. Yeah, CVNA. Let's check it. CVNA. On the daily, if you're a pattern trader, pattern seeker, inverted head and shoulders. But we don't follow patterns because patterns everybody sees different. Some people will see cup and handle. Some people will see this flag. Right? So patterns are not reliable. Anyone can see whatever they want. It's in our head. The one thing that it's not in our head, and everybody can see it, are candles. And what do we see here? We had uptrend, retracement, doji. Now we have trend reversal. So if you want to go long, I would wait to see if this day will close above the 48.50, and then our risk management will be just below the 45.88, the Fibonacci retracement level, together with the ATR. Very nice and interesting. On the weekly, same thing, a bigger. If you are a pattern seeker, you can see a bigger inverted head and shoulders, but last week, inside candle, we need, on the weekly, to get a clear continuation to the upside, we need a weekly close above 52.44. Thank you for bringing it up. What else do we have? FTNT. We just talked about it. Right? Yeah. We just talked about FTNT. So I hope it answered your question, Toby. mRNA for Rachel. If you have any other questions on anything, technical analysis, the psychology behind trading, anything that you want, indicators, strategies, any questions that you want and you have, I will try to provide an honest and clear question. mRNA, no need Fibonacci. We can clearly see this purple trend line going back all the way to December of 2022, and this 116.60 was a very important level of support, broke to the downside beginning of August, went all the way up, retested this area, as you can see, trend line was a support, became a very tough resistance, bulls gave up, now to the downside. Now you can take Fibonacci to let you know where price might be heading next. And as you can see, now price is at the 50% retracement, not holding, we're down, we're going down towards the 618 retracement, the 102.80, below it, back to the 95. So if you're looking for long, this is not the time to go long. If you're already long, what I would do, and it's only what my opinion, don't listen to me, I would take the money and run away. What's left? What else? Netflix. Let's check Netflix. What Netflix has to say on the daily. Another doji. 4 consecutive dojis until now. Nothing much. 439 to the downside needs to hold. Otherwise, 428 and this trend line to the downside. Long continuation only above 450 towards the gap at the 469. What else do we have? FI. I missed this in the pre-market. I remember offer. I missed it in the pre-market. And as you can see, the pre-market video, pre-market preparation. All this area, the 121, needs to hold. Otherwise, we are heading towards the 118. Long, only above 123.64. So if you're looking to go long, it's not long. There is no long here. But trend lines are the true support resistance for price action. Pfizer needs to hold this trend line. Failing to do so, we are heading straight towards 118.51. So your stop, if you are long on this name, your stop should be just below this trend line together with the ATR. Hi, Ael. Yeah, I think it's something on your side. What else do we have? Amazon. Let's see what Amazon. Nice break above the 140.80 area. Needs to hold above it, and then we are heading towards the 143.70. Your stop, your risk management should be somewhere below 136.90. What else? What else do we have? Hi, Ael. Tesla. We just talked about it. Offer, high, OFEC. 261 needs to hold. We need a close above the 273 towards the 276. Below it, we are heading towards this gap and this purple trend line. What else do we have? Just a quick reminder, guys and girls, please keep the chat in English so more people, broader audience from all around the world can understand, because this is an English speaking channel. If you want Hebrew, we have also the one-on-one live mentorship program available in English and in Hebrew. And from today, we have the online Fibonacci program, Fibonacci-Traders program in English, and from today, also in Hebrew. So if you want to take your trading journey to the highest level, stop following others, become your own indicator, check the links in the description below. Both programs, the one-on-one live and the online program, basically it's the same thing, but pre-recorded. Both in English and in Hebrew will gain you lifetime access for support, guidance, and all Discord channels until you will become your own indicator. This is my main goal. So you will become successful traders by yourself. SYM, it just did. You asked for this, Iran, and we did it. What else? Hi, Adi. Please keep in Hebrew, guy, in English. English, please. Hood. We have this purple trend line, holding, long continuation, looking good. But I would wait for a daily close above 11. And then we are heading towards 1136, 1181, and then towards this gap to the upside. Below this one, if you are long, in my opinion, need to get out. But for now, long looks good on Hood. Thank you for bringing this up. I would place an alert just above the 11 area, so I would not miss it. PSNY, Polestar, going down and down. Next will be the 257. We can take Fibonacci from here. Holding, not surprising, as you can see. It gave us the support. Now needs to hold. This is our new low. Above 3, this gap will get filled. But if you want to go long on PSNY on this name, I'm sorry to tell you, but there is no long in sight. What else? What else do we have? Any other questions? Any other requests? Anything else? Psychology behind trading, strategies. What else do we have? No more questions. No more requests. Perfectly fine. AI reached support. AI. She broke the support. The 2860 was a very tough resistance, then became support. earnings gap to the downside below it, and since then, as you can see, from support, resistance. We also have this trend line that helps us to identify that the trend is to the downside because we have low, lower low, lower lows. Lower lows means downtrend until proven otherwise. 1 or 2 days above this red line, closing above this red line, then we can take the risk, calculated risk, go long towards this gap using Fibonacci as our risk management. Not surprising, Fibonacci also gives it to us. Shop, we talked about. Pre-market preparation, we talked about this 63.90 that needs to hold. For now, it's holding with an inside day. Breaking below, closing below this one, and we're heading towards the gap to the downside. So I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, please hit the like, subscribe, share with friends. Don't forget to hit the notification bell and check the links in the description below for more educational resources. Thank you very much for joining. Until the next video, trade safe.